Yo, what's up everyone? My name is Yura and we are fresh off the heels of a not great deck profile because I played terribly, and we are on to the deck that I adore so much. I love the Monarch cards. I've loved them in TCG. I really like the new support they have in TCG. I've been really wanting to play that deck in Genesis. But the Monarchs in Rush function a little differently, and I am super excited to be talking about them today. So Monarchs in Rush have actually been around in Duel Links for quite a while. We got Wilhel fairly early on in Transcendence Miragius, but on his own, he didn't really do a whole lot because, like, his effect is really specific, and on his own is just like, you, opponent, choose what card you like the least. And it's like, your opponent's staring down a field full of 5 cards. It's like, I mean, I guess it's the spell card that I drew that's not doing anything. Okay. And then Wilhel's like, I've got you now, fool. Now I, a 2400 monster, will stand here and do nothing. It's like, it's fucking cool, dude. Whatever, man. The deck has come a very long way since then, and that is mostly because we got a bunch of new stuff for the deck. Namely, we got the Galaxy Monarchs now, and Estrom is really cool. Shout out Estrogen. This Star Monarch is here to turn your genders queer and, I don't know, blow up your own monsters. So the Galaxy Monarchs are a really sick part of the deck. Estrom, the Mega Monarch, or Mega Star Monarch Estrom, for whatever goddamn reason. I don't know why the localization team just randomly decided to break the Monarch naming scheme for this monster specifically, and also Mini Estrom. No clue why they did this. It just doesn't make any sense. The vassals stayed the same, so I'm getting ahead of myself. Monarchs in Rush are different than they are in the TCG, where in the TCG, it's a lot of, like, Caius, like, I will choose this monster and banish it. Like, Thestalos, I will choose a card in your hand and send it to the graveyard. These cards do the kind of, like, Emperor ordering you to do a thing a little bit of a different way, and that's kind of already obvious by how Wilhel works. Wilhel makes your opponent choose a card on the field, and then you destroy it. And then Estrom is kind of the inverse. So Estrom makes your opponent choose a card on their field, and then you can destroy something else. It's really interesting to play around with. The main line that you tend to go through is like Estrom, and then use the additional effect of Estrom, the tribute over Estrom, to choose another card. And then when you've run your opponent out of resources, you Wilhel to force them to blow up the final thing that they wanted to protect. Really cool in theory, a little weirder in practice. So that's the basic rundown, but we're still going to go top to bottom, go through the card by card, and give a more thorough breakdown as we get through the cards in the deck. So we're going to start off with Emperor Aura, because I don't know, I guess the Emperors are aura farming in the field spell. I guess you could put it like that. But Emperor Aura can be activated from turn 2 onward by revealing a level 5 or higher monster in your hand if all the level 5 or higher monsters in your construct deck have 2000 or 2400 attack and 1000 defense. Don't worry, I checked. We don't have any other targets. It's literally just the Monarchs. Then for the effect, you can add a The Emperor Realm from your deck or graveyard to your hand, and if you have a face-up The Emperor Realm in your field zone, you can instead add a monster excluding legends with 800, 2000, 2800 attack, and 1000 defense from your deck to your hand. So this includes the vassals and things with vassal stats. This includes the small monarchs or things with small monarch stats, and Mega Monarch stats. Notably, this excluding legend monsters does lead me to believe that we are eventually going to get a bundle that gives us, like, honestly, it's probably Zaborg. If I had to guess, like Zaborg or Grandmarg, I think it would probably be the smarter choices. Definitely not Ryza. Definitely not Caius. I would like Mobius. I would love Mobius. They should give me Mobius. I love Mobius. But that said, skill is relatively simple. It's a basic consistency skill, but it does come with a really noticeable downside when you compare it to some of the other decks in the format, namely Bubble Actress. Bubble Actress's skill does this consistency searching thing, but you get to cheat out the bosses for 1 less tribute. I don't know why, but that's really annoying when the Monarchs have a very similar skill, but like, why don't we get to cheat out our monsters? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with the Monarchs, Konami? So yeah, definitely a downside there compared to the Bubble Actor stuff, but these cards on their own are still really solid, and they do things out of the battle phase, which makes them maybe, like, I don't want to say a little better, but maybe they don't need as much in their skill to be a playable deck. So we're going to start off with Wilhel the Mega Monarch. Older boss of the deck, really sick still. It is a Cyberse Monarch, and you can tribute summon this card in attack position by attributing a face-up level 5 or higher monster with 1,000 defense. Then, for a requirement, during the turn you tribute summon this card in attack position, you can force your opponent to choose a card on their field and you destroy it. Then, Mega Star Monarch Estrom has the same cheat out tribute summon effect. Then, during the turn you tribute summon this card, you can force your opponent to choose a card on their field and you can destroy a different card on their field. For the small monarchs, we've got one Star Monarch Estrom, who is, during the turn you tribute summon this card in attack position, destroy a face-up level 6 or lower effect monster on your opponent's field. It's not good. This card is not, it does not come up as much as you'd think. It can beat the Gradius guys. That's something, but other than that, it's not great. And then we're also on triple Wilhel the Wisdom Monarch to round out our monarchs. This is the smaller version of Wilhel, and during the turn you tribute summon this card in attack position, you can look at one face down spell trap card on your opponent's field. Then if it is a spell card, you can destroy it. This effect will be a little more important in a second when we get to the vassals. But first we're going to cover Hebe, who is the one that we care about significantly less because it's bad. Hebe is the Light Galaxy vassal, and it reads, during the turn you normal summon this card, shuffle 2 monsters with 1,000 defense from your graveyard into the deck. We have plenty of targets for that. Then your opponent will special summon a level 6 or lower effect monster from your graveyard. Then your opponent will special summon a level 6 or lower effect monster from their graveyard in face-up defense position to their field. And then you can add a level 5 or higher monster with 1,000 defense from your graveyard to your hand. So this is the main way of getting your monarchs back into your hand that have been sent to the graveyard. And Zeus, with the Wisdom Vassal, shares this kind of recycling effect. But Zeus does it in a significantly better way. Zeus has the same requirement to shuffle 2 monsters with 1,000 defense from your graveyard into the deck during the turn you normal summon this card. And then your opponent will set a spell card from their graveyard to their field. And then you can add a level 5 or higher monster with 1,000 defense from your graveyard to your hand. This works so much better. And the main reason for that is that your opponent is more likely to have an open back row slot than an open monster slot. If your opponent goes set 3 pass, Hebe does nothing. If your opponent goes set 3 back row pass, that's actually fine because you can Wilhel and maybe pop one first, tribute over the Wilhel using either another small Wilhel or one of the big monarchs, and then Zeus to put a spell card into that now open slot to continue the cycle. You can't do that with Hebe and Estrom if their board is full. So it's a little weirder. As for the rest of the deck, we have 2 other monsters with 1,000 defense that we're currently playing, those being Star Replacer and Vaynari. Vaynari is fantastic for going for game pushes. This card is an incredible aggro piece and helps us get over a lot of really weird, bad cards that would otherwise be really difficult to out, like the chicken. But also Star Replacer is just a really solid way of getting additional tribute material on board. I do want to, really quick before we move on to the spells and traps, go over a couple of cards that I do think could actually find a spot in here. Ordal the Adorable Star is another way of getting additional tribute material on your board, and it doesn't restrict you from special summoning like Star Replacer does, but it doesn't matter too much because, like, you're not special summoning already. So I think the big difference here is if you end up wanting to play a version of this deck that is on executing writing, which I have been doing before I actually did this. Actually, you know what? We're going to try this. It's world's first Yura changing the deck profile mid-profile, but it's fine. I want to play this. So Ordal actually works really, really well here because it does not conflict with writing on your own turn if you were to go Star Replacer. And I like that. I think that's really neat. The problem is it's not as generic. Star Replacer can get you anything, and that's pretty good. But Ordal is also like graveyard manipulation, so I think there's a very real world where you could play this over Star Replacer and maybe get some good mileage out of it. The other things that I've seen, I saw someone playing the Heavenly Princesses, not that, sorry, the Specters, I think they're called. I don't know how to spell this. You know what I'm talking about. The zombies. These two, yeah. These are also graveyard manipulation, and they can get you like an easy contact fusion for additional damage. The problem here is they don't have 1,000 defense, but I have seen it, and I do think it's kind of interesting. As for our spell cards, we are on the 1 Pot of Greed, because it's the best legend spell in the game, the 1 Emperor Realm that we are required to run for the skill, and also to boost Aquas, because God, I hate that this card boosts Bubble Actress. It's so infuriating, but it's fine. It's just okay. We're on 3 Overrush Storm because this card really helps this deck. Otherwise has a lot of trouble into really like good back row. Like a Shiny Shady can be a death knell for this deck. And then for traps, we're on the 2 newly added Executing Riding. You could very well just play Curse of the Rising Light in here for additional draw power. I think that's totally fine. I just really like Riding in this deck. I think it's really interesting. We're on 1 Trap Hole and then double Shiny Shady because it's the best trap card in the game. With that out of the way, let's see how it works. All right, here we go into Zuijo. This could be anything. I'm really hoping it's not Dark Galaxy. Oh God. Well, this we won the coin toss. That's pretty good. Wow, that's really good. In theory, it is at least. We are actually gonna go like this. I'm gonna summon. I'm gonna summon a Strom over you. And then we're gonna set Ridings. This is not going to be enough, but you know, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Here comes Pale Rider. Oh, it's Tearfang. Okay, well, this is gonna be a little bad. Here's Requiem. Here's Tearfang. Do they have the Chrysor? We're gonna set one, tribute someone for the Requiem. That's okay. I can deal with this. This is a-okay by me. Hi, Tearfang. Is that a Chrysor in your hand? Probably not. I can take this piercing. This is fine. We're not dead here. Ow. All right, took a lot of damage, but we are set up to do some really funny things here. Or not. Let's go Pot of Greed. That's pretty nice. We're gonna go Emperor Aura. Reveal you. Add Realm. This is actually kind of weird. I don't have a small guy. This is really bad, actually. They don't have a Spell Engrave, do they? They don't. We're gonna go over Rush Storm. We're gonna put back you and you. Shuffle that back. We are going to set a Zeus and a Trap Hole and pray to God. There you go, Tearfang again. No Boss Mill. Do they still get to add? Doesn't look like it. Here comes the Trap Hole. Goodbye. Pale Rider and Cataphract. Cataphract Mill. They're going to add. This is going to be the world's sickest executing riding you've ever seen in your entire life. Here we go. Shrink you and you. You shan't kill me this day. Requiem tries to boost. They're going to set a monster. Requiem tries to boost. And they're going to hit over the Zeus, but that's fine. Oh, thank God for riding. Thank God for riding. All right. Emperor Aura. We're going to reveal the Wilhelm in hand. We're going to get, honestly, Hebe. Literally just to have, like, a monster. No spell in their graveyard, so this Zeus is really not doing anything. So we're going to set and set. Mega Star Monarch. A Strom is going to come down. Go, a Strom effect. Choose what you protect. The set monster, that's fine. Blow you up. Here comes Wilhelm number 2. Choose your death. And now, unbeknownst to you, the second Wilhelm from hand. You now have an open board. And the Shady's not doing anything. Maybe it was correct to leave that Wilhelm in hand, but it's fine. We're going to swing in for a huge chunk of damage, and then we have a riding set for their inevitable follow-up, which we're just going to pray and hope that it's not anything too scary. Down comes Globule. It's terrifying. But Chrysor cannot naturally beat us right now. Shuffle back. That's fine. What comes down here? Here's the... Yeah, there's the Chrysor. I am gonna riding this because that thing does scare the hell out of me. Shrink you. Chrysor mill. Oh my god, I thought they were all the same level. I was actually terrified. No, the second Chrysor. No! Fuck! Oh, it's bound to happen. I could have played that better. I should have left the second wheel hell in hand and just punched over. I was not trying to go for game there. That is entirely my fault. Let's hit another game. Yo, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think between this video and the Phoenix video, I think I'm just playing like garbage today. Oh, we're into Royal Rebels, a deck that I have not seen on ladder in a very long time. Let's see what we can do here. Let's get a Pot of Greed. It's gonna get us into some decent stuff here. Let's set the entire field. We don't want to give our Royal Rebels opponent something to do. And this trap hole is gonna go nuts. Just absolutely brazy. Here comes Hard Rock Overture. They're going to send the Perion the Star Knight to special out 2 level 8s. I think from hand or graveyard, right? It's been a while since I read this skill. That's too much text. They're just going to do their thing. It's going to be okay. I'm just gonna wait to see what happens. Yep, here's the Perion and the Doom Metal. Now, a big tribute summon's coming down, I imagine. These are 2 level 8s, which turns on... like the Doom Metal turns on the Hard Rock, like all the new cards. Okay, that's fair enough. Not great from us here, honestly. We'll go Emperor Aura here. We're going to reveal that we have a Strom in hand. Get our Emperor Realm. We're going to go Realm. Send. They don't really have anything that we can do anything interesting with here, unfortunately. Because you have to summon a level 6 or lower, and I don't think they have any. So we're gonna go like this. Just a Strom. Just big a Strom. Actually, you know what I could do? I could pop my own Overrush Storm to set a riding. I might actually do that. That's not correct. I'm not going to do that. I thought about it. I legitimately thought about it for a second, but I'm not going to do that. I did really think about it, though. If I had another boss monster, I probably would have done it. But in that moment, I think it was incorrect. All right, they're going to send Heavy Metal. God, I love this over... what is it called? Overrush Rare? They're so rad. All right, summon out 2 from Grave. They got a 4-card hand. Perion the Star Knight. They're going to mill the Evil Bowler. Boost me and the Perion. I have a very big Astrom now. Hi, Doom Metal. Bye, Doom Metal. Go to the graveyard. Bye-bye. And that should put us in a fantastic position here. Yeah, 1 back row. This... Am I going to just do this? Yes, I am. We're going to Overrush Storm, put back both monsters in our graveyard. Actually, I can put these 2 back to send this away, and then we should be able to find game here. We'll go Emperor Aura, reveal the Star Monarch Astrom, grab Wilhel, the Wisdom Monarch, flip up the Star Replacer. We're going to tribute summon the Astrom, which is not currently doing anything, but it doesn't need to. Normal summon out the Vaynari. Vaynari effect, please flip heads. All right, doesn't matter too much anyway, so it's fine. Tribute summon the Wilhel. Set, and let's go to combat and clean this one up. I really wanted to go with Strom Pop my own back row. I need y'all to know that. I really wanted to. Let's do another one. Maddox Sogetsu. I imagine this is the maximum. We're going second into it. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, that's a terrible going second hand. Yeah, maybe this is kind of the reason why we should be on Curse. But I like riding. Riding's so cool. I just like riding so much. I don't know. It is definitely most likely correct to be playing the card that helps you going second for the deck that has trouble going second. But I I just like to have fun, and riding is fun. This Overrush Storm is really not doing anything for us, though, especially against this deck. They're going to go Methyl. Oh, hello. Methyl to get Ethel? Oh, no, it's Ethel to get Methyl. Ethel's the new level up reward. I'm going to go Gurma Louie and set the field. Okie doke. Let's see what we can do into this. We are going to go Emperor Aura to get the field spell out of the deck so we don't accidentally draw it. And then I'm going to go Aura. Or Realm, rather. I already auraed. Let's go Pot of Greed. Draw 2. Wow, that's miserable. How is it that bad? Okay. Vainari. We know they have a Shady. I assume they're going to keep it. Okay. Let's go Vainari. All right, well, we get to beat over a thing. That's kind of neat. Set, and I can't Overrush Storm here, so we're going to set that. And we're going to beat over the vanilla. So we know they have a Shady back there. Last piece in hand is likely a maximum. They have... Oh, that's really scary. That's very, very scary. Another Gurma Louie hits the board. That's fine. The Shady's doing actively nothing. Just go Battle. That's fine by me. So they have no maximum pieces in hand. Okay. Well, with that knowledge, let's go Overrush Storm. Put you two back. We're going to hit this one. No idea what it was. Vainari time. Okay, so the Shady's still on board. We're going to go the skill here. Reveal you. We're going to grab... I think it's Zeus, actually. I know they don't have a... Oh, they do have a spell in their graveyard. We'll go Zeus. They're not... Oh, I don't have 2 monsters with 1,000 defense in grave. That's why. Okay, so this Vainari's not doing anything for us. Let's go Wilhel. Now, where do we think they put the Shady? Here? Recital. Okay, so the middle one is Shady. Good to know. I think I just Overrush Storm, honestly. Get that card out of here. None of that. Can I... I can. It's going to be a little weird. Let's go with Strom. I'm trying to see if I can, like, Zeus here. And I'm pretty sure that I can. Strom's going to come down. I assume they're going to target the Recital. Yep. We're going to blow up you. And then we're going to go Wilhel. Oh, I can't because I don't have... Yeah, I only have 2 engraved. That's unfortunate. But not the end of the world. It's fine. It'll be okay. We're just going to go. 18 and 8. We do have a riding on board, which actually makes me feel really good about this. So if Chicken does come down, we actually have a way of dealing with it. There's Volkai's Burst draw. Do they have 2 maximum pieces in hand? Because that's how you get the skill online. Or get the Chicken online with the skill, rather. If you have 2 maximum pieces, you can do this. Talismanic and Chicken to grave. We're going to draw 2. Okay, so they don't have it. Here's Heavenly Gift. Send another right piece. Draw 2. Still don't have it. Or they could just be doing this first. Nope, don't have it. All right. Feeling good. Wow, really feeling good. Let's go Emperor Aura. We'll reveal the Mega Star Monarch of Strom. We're going to grab Wilhel. Let's go Hebe here. Okay, so they do have Shady again. Or could be Trapple, I guess. Down comes the Wilhel. No, okay. Let's start peeking. Goodbye, Volkalized Compound. Your effect is actually offline. If I just go combat here, I think I win the game. Yeah. I was going to say, like, I have a sneaking suspicion that it's just Shady back there, so I can just go combat and win. All right, GG's. Let's hit one more. I'm feeling it. You know what, y'all? I'm going to be honest. I have lost track of how many games that I've played during this. I'm just having fun. Archive skill Yuhi. I assume we're into like hero, probably. It's always hero. I feel like every time I see an archive skill, it's hero. So we're just going to set 4, pass it back. Let's see what they got. It's going to be hero. It's always hero. Could be Gradius. I wouldn't mind playing against Gradius. I like Gradius. Gradius is cool. Curse of the Rising Light. That is very, very bad for us. Wow, Shiny Shady. I really wish you were in the opener instead of these 2 Overrush Storms. Maybe it's correct to play 2 Overrush Storms instead of 3. Oh, it's Sidra. Oh no, it's Sidra. Oh no. Well, they're gonna Barrage of Steel nothing. There's nothing. Do you have anything else going on in that hand of yours? I assume you do. Rising Light Angel Essel. D-Linker. Oh. Wait. What? Is it... What D-Linker deck is this? What D-Linker deck are you? I'm so confused right now. Who are you? Okay, they're just going to go battle. They got very lucky that all my monsters have 1,000 defense. We'll take a nice 25 there. All right. Not great. Actually, like, actively bad. We don't have a Mega Monarch, which is very, very terrible for us. Let's go Emperor Realm. We did mill a Mega. Okay, that's good. Let's go Zeus here. Do I have enough engraved for this? I do. Zeus is going to shuffle back you and you. And you can have whatever spell card you so desire. Curse of the Rising Light. That's great for you. It's not staying on board. Let's add Wilhel. Here comes small Wilhel. Pop this. Goodbye, Curse. Here come big Wilhel. And we're going to leave this other small Wilhel in hand so we can Shiny Shady. Mega Wilhel. Yeah, that makes sense. This is no other monsters on your field. Okay. I don't like that, so I'm going to get rid of it. You know what? I don't want that out here. I know that card is soft limited to 1, so you're not allowed to have that. Oh, hi, Freed. What if I shaded you? Bye-bye. Goodbye. So it is a linker deck. What? I don't know what linker deck plays these. Oh, I do. Oh, no, I do know what linker deck plays these. Oh, never mind. It's Gradius. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I thought this was Matarion. I have seen Matarion D-Linker, and that deck is rad as fuck. It is one of the coolest D-Linker decks I've ever seen. Unbelievably cool deck. All right, so here comes the Puglace. I should have ridinged earlier. Because we're just dead here, I think. Yeah. Damn, I should have ridinged. Oh, well. It is what it is. That's fine. Let's hop back to the deck. Okay, back with the deck. And was this riding last minute decision changed incorrect? Probably. Would I keep it? Also, probably. Realistically, I think what I really want to do here is something like this and do Curse here. I know it's a lot of like spell trap cards and we have like a lot of tribute monsters here, but I think this is honestly kind of fine. Maybe there's a world where this goes down to like 1 or something, but definitely don't need 3 Overrush Storm, I don't think. This deck is going to keep changing. There's maybe a world where we cut down on like one of the big monarchs because we don't want to really brick on them. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cut this 3rd Wilhel. This is fine. No, this is fine. There we go. Just, if you stuck around to the end of the video, congratulations. You got to where I want the deck to be. That said, though, this deck is a lot of fun. There's a lot of really interesting cards that we could get in the near future, like Tribute Kaiser, I think is really cool. Any of the Legend Monarchs, I think, would be really, really sick, even if we can't utilize the skill to get them. The vassals can get them. There's a lot of promise in these cards, and even if they're not meta now, I think there's a very real chance that sometime in the near future, they absolutely could be. Generally, I love the gameplay of this deck. I think it's super fun. I think the way that the Rush Monarchs work, I think their effects are really interesting to play around with. They're just really cool, like little game pieces. I love the concept of forcing your opponent to choose their outs. And that's really cool to me. Really hope we get the Lindorm stuff soon. The Worm Monarchs. I know they're really good, so we probably won't get them anytime soon, but they're really, really sick. Generally, would just love to see some like more Monarch spell traps. I know there's a lot of them out there. Even just like the one that adds a Monarch from graveyard to hand would be really sick. That's, you know, all for a later time. For right now, I might actually finish my King of Games climb on this deck because I just think it's so fun, but we'll see. That is going to be it for me for today, though. I want to thank you all again so much for sticking around at the end of the video and supporting all these Rush Duel Links videos because I love making them. They're just so much fun. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.